Taurus, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear mama and daddy Taurus, I'm going to be doing your reading for the mid-November until the end of November. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future, clarify the main challenge, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Taurus, this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. If it does resonate with you, then absolutely good for you. Now, dear Taurus, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence. And we're going to get right into your reading and see what is it that you need to know. Okay, so dear Taurus, your challenge is the Eight of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. So dear Taurus, your challenge here has a lot to do with somebody here walking away, or maybe you're struggling to walk away from someone or disconnecting from a person. Maybe you're in a situation where somebody ghosted you. Okay, there is a separation here. There is a lot of sadness. You might be in the middle of a separation, or maybe just recently or in the past few weeks, months. You know, there has been no contact type of situation. With the Eight of Cups, this is a big challenge. It's not the easiest. There is a lot of emotions up in the air for many of you. I'm sending you big hugs. We're going to clarify this and we're going to see why this is your challenge in a minute. In the recent past, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Hermit. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that for many of you were in a relationship, in a connection where maybe you felt like that you were either getting breadcrumbed or someone was not fully investing into the relationship. Many of you kind of felt trapped, okay, because of like, why was this person breadcrumbing me? Why was this person not fully invested into this relationship? You could have dealt with a Virgo. I'm getting here Aquarius, possibly another earth sign. Could have been a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Pisces. Okay, so for a lot of you, there was not an equal give and take exchange energy and you felt trapped. And with the Hermit holding the lantern onto the Eight of Swords, you were trying to make sense of why things happened the way that it happened, or why did this person all of a sudden pull their energy back to themselves. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the King of Wands. In the present moment, for a lot of you, there is clarity coming in towards your way in regards to what do you want to do with this person. On the other hand, for the most part, I am genuinely feeling that someone here is having a realization and they may want to talk to you. I'm getting here with the Ace of Swords, somebody speaking the truth, someone saying something. You may, and this person might have planned like getting married, or so that's what I'm saying here. Maybe you could be walking out of a marriage. You could be walking out of a situation. You know what I mean? Because the Four of Wands is about marriage. Or you could be wanting to just take a hiatus and separate and disconnect from this person for some time. We're going to clarify this in a moment. In the near future, you have the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Judgment. So in the near future, I do strongly feel like here that there is going to be a major realization here, Scorpio energy. I do feel like here that with the Two of Wands, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I would like to kindly mention there could be a long distance situation between you and this person, cultural differences, geographical distance, okay, like long. Maybe there is also where you live, there is body of water. I don't know, water is very important or significant, it's standing out to me. Maybe you and this person went cruises together, okay, or we're planning to do a lot of trips. Now, in the near future, there is a very important final decision that needs to be made with the Judgment. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Okay, so for many of you, you are finally going to solidify your decision, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is you. So you are the Queen of Pentacles, you are the King of Pentacles, and this is about your solid decision, dear Taurus, when it comes to your stability. For many of you, you know, you want to have a brand new beginning with this person, but something's got to change. I do feel like here you might have dealt with the person who was financially struggling, or there might have been some financial issues involved in this situation. For a lot of you with the Ace of Wands and the Tower, I feel like that you may not really expect it. While you're in this kind of chaotic, uncertain situation, someone might really want to have a brand new beginning with you again. It's very like intriguing, and I'm really going to try to find out why. Like, what is it that's happening? Because I feel like you're going through a lot right now, emotionally, especially after the full moon in your sign. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's clarify all the cards for you and see what is it that you need to know. Let's talk about your challenge. Taurus. Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you. So the Eight of Cups, which kind of like, you know, it really concerned me, and I'm like, I don't know. Let's see who is walking from who and what's happening. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. And I've told you before, King of Pentacles is the hottest king for me personally. I love King of Pentacles. That's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. When you look at this, he definitely has got the look and the wealth and everything. So for you, dear Taurus, this is about you, first of all, having a lot of flashbacks about this person. Six of Cups, this is about a past person, definitely. Somebody from the past seems to be telepathically communicating with you. And for a lot of you, you want to have clarity. You want to talk to this person. There could be an initiation of a conversation from the person who actually walked away from you. Whoever disconnected from you, whoever walked away from you, I feel like this person is wanting to bring a lot of clarity towards you. And we are in the retrogrades right now, Mercury retrogrades and transitions happening. So a lot of change is going on. And you know, the most during this Mercury retrograde, so here's the thing. Now it's in Sagittarius, the Mercury retrograde, right? Sagittarius is all about, has these little fires here and there. So some things might be a little bit scattered. There is not enough clarity. But starting on November 20th, when the Mercury retrograde enters into like Scorpio, is a fixed sign. And you are a fixed sign as well. I'm a fixed sign as a Leo, and Aquarius too. So things are going to become more clear and solid. It's like you're going to see things even more clearly than you were before. Okay, there is this solid energy that's going to be coming in towards your way. And I feel like your challenge here has a lot to do with whether you should really wait for someone or you should completely let them go. Whoever walked away from you, now it's like, I think I might need to disconnect and walk away unless somebody comes forward and wants to talk to you and clarify something, which I do see here happening potentially in the near future. Very interesting. I just had to really get to the bottom of it. Let's talk about the recent past, dear Taurus, with the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords and the Hermit. In the recent past, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So and the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is very important. So Taurus, in the recent past, I do feel like, remember when I said that there was not an equal give and take exchange energy, possibly like breadcrumbing going on with the Six of Pentacles? You are the Empress, right? When you look at the Empress, this is about divine feminine. And if you're a male Taurus watching, you still embody that divine masculine energy, who is the nurturer, caretaker. You know, the Empress represents the earth, right? She's the earth, she's the mother nature, very Taurus energy, very earthy. And what does this mean? You kept giving and giving and giving to this person, okay? Investing into this relationship. Even though there were a lot of challenges, Taurus, in the past between you and this person that came up with the Seven of Wands, right? You still kept giving to this person. However, there was an ending here with the Ten of Swords, a very painful ending. And this situation ended maybe very unexpectedly for a lot of you and very painfully. And what it ended up actually leaving you in this place with the Five of Pentacles, which is talking about many of you felt very hurt by this person and whatever happened. Okay, Seven of Swords at the bottom, possibly trust issues as well between you and this person. Now, Eight of Swords here in the recent past for many of you, dear Tauruses, there was a situation where you felt kind of like trapped in this situation, and you were trying to see your way out, your exit. The Eight of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Yeah. seeing your way out. A lot of you went through a heartbreak, went through a major breakup. The situation that happened, dear Taurus, in the past, I think it really shook you, it really broke you into pieces, and you were trying to put your pieces back together and heal. There might have been an apology that came from this person and they wanted to mend things with you. Maybe you made an apology, but I am getting here in the recent past, even though the apology came through, you were still healing in the first place from what happened in the beginning with this person and this situation. I think for Tauruses, you don't say a lot, but you definitely feel a lot. You are a very reserved sign, okay? You keep it to yourself, demure, mindful, you always stay in your own lane. So, you know, you might be really feeling a lot, but not saying a lot. You know, my mom is a Taurus. So, offer came in. You were really still trying to heal with the Hermit in the recent past, trying to really understand what exactly happened and why did it happen. There might have been also other people that were involved in this picture here. So, I'm getting here also some sort of a passive-aggressive behavior. So from this person, the Hermit is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, okay? For many of you, you kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, okay? For a brand new beginning and love that was supposed to come from this person. You have the Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. You were very much stressed out, worried, and in this kind of pain and agony over the fact that the way that things ended between you and this person. Some of you really went through a major spiritual awakening and transformation. This person really awakened something very deep within you. Could be possibly a twin flame situation, doesn't have to be. But for a lot of you, you kept waiting, you know, and I think that, you know, you're a very loyal sign. This is all about loyalty here. You know, you were not going out there. I don't see the Three of Cups out here. You were not trying to, it's like okay, here's the thing. I'm going to say this and we're going to move forward. You are the type of sign, Taurus, that if you separate and break up from someone, even though it's over, kind of, you still find yourself to be committed and loyal to that person. That's what I'm feeling that you are. You know, so yeah. Now, let's talk about the present moment here with the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the King of Wands. In the present moment, dear Taurus, I do see here clarity coming in towards your way. Unexpectedly, somebody has something very important to say with the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. Yeah, King and a Queen is here. Definitely direct communication, direct speech. Somebody's got something very important they want to talk about. And I do get the sense of here there's going to be a face-to-face conversation, and you have the Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so wanting to work things out, to reconcile, and to mend things. So that's what I'm strongly getting in here. Moving forward, building something together, and there is the Three of Cups. The card of a reconciliation right here. This is about reunion. And then there is the Five of Swords, okay? So there was a conflict and an argument that happened between you and this person, and I feel like this person is resurfacing because they want to work things out with you. And also, respectfully, dear Taurus, you know that there is a lot of success stories that I do share that people have on the channel, and I cannot wait to hear yours as well in the comments. Now, in the present moment, that's what the clarity here is about, face-to-face conversation. And this has a lot to do with commitment. This has a lot to do with marriage, you know, family dynamic here as well. So let's clarify the Four of Wands for you. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Four of Wands again, and the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. I do feel like here, dear Taurus, that for many of you, the most important thing here that you're going to realize this person wants to tell you is they want to move on, and they want to move on from the past. They want to move forward from the past, whatever happened between you and them. Nine of Pentacles is also about independence. You could be someone that you have your own business, or you're about to start your business and launch your own thing, and you're actually wanting to become financially independent. So that's a good thing. You know, just as a genuine message, I would say, you know, just make sure that everything is in balance, right? Even this person comes around, you don't lose yourself, you don't lose your focus. So, you know, you get your money and you get your blessings and abundance. So for a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that there is a lot of transition that's happening, a lot of healing that's taking place. And you have the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Somebody is looking forward to solidifying this connection and taking it to the level of marriage. Why marriage? Because you have it twice here, first of all, and the Four of Wands, both of them. right? The Four of Wands is the card of a marriage here in Tarot. Now, the King of Wands here is clarified by the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Cups, and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. So for a lot of you, I do feel like that this person and you are gonna actually come out of this limbo and want to move forward, right? The Chariot here is talking about putting the past behind, moving forward, you know, wanting to really resolve this conflict and this issue of ignoring each other, not talking to one another, and coming to some sort of an important resolution for both of you. This is going to be very important. Okay, so, and I feel like that there is a lot of action going on. This is somebody that you are dealing with. They seem to be a person of taking a lot of action in general, like they're very moving. They move from place to place or do a lot of things. Okay, that's what I'm slowly getting here. I don't know, I'm also getting here, somebody might be a runner. I'm hearing a marathon runner, sports, something like that. So in the near future, you have the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Judgment. In the near future, there is definitely an important decision that's going to happen. There is travels going on, and there is also a decision of maybe either a relocation or getting out of a comfort zone. So let's clarify the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands in the near future is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Pisces energy here you could be dealing with any other fixed sign. Okay, so Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. This decision here, this relocation, I think this is about a conversation and a discussion that you actually are going to have, and this has a lot to do with family. Family dynamic here, wanting to work things out. And with the Hangman hanging upside down, this also talks about seeing this situation from a completely viewpoint, from a completely different perspective. For a lot of you, I am strongly getting here that this person is someone that's part of your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's clarify the Four of Cups for you in the near future. You might be a little bit closed off though. You might be like, you know what, I'm just done. But you might be also detaching, clarified by the thick Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands, my favorite card in Minor Arcana. So for a lot of you, the offer is going to come. The offer is going to come towards you. This person wants to work things out with you, and you might be kind of saying, you know what, I don't know, like I'm really hurt over the fact that the way that things ended between you and I. You know, and it's gonna take some time to really like close up whatever gap happened between this person, whatever situation, whatever way it unfolded, in order for you and them to be able to move forward. There is something here about you and this individual always wanting to build this family, and it was always affected by external circumstances. You always really had this vision of building an empire with this person. And it didn't happen, or maybe it happened for a little while and then it got dismantled, you know, and there were situations, external factors that was affecting this relationship and connection again. Now, an important decision, dear Taurus, that is going to be needed to be made with the Judgment here, Scorpio energy in the near future. So this important decision here with the Judgment is clarified by the Moon, Cancer energy, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Temperance, Sagittarius. Patience, healing, and wanting to go one step at a time, one day at a time. It's not the easiest, but I feel like that true healing truly looks like having a regulated nervous system. Very important. Doing breath work, practicing mindfulness, and being present in the present moment. And you may say, well, you know, I don't know if my person is going to do that. I don't know if my guy or if my girl is going to do that. You know, you're going to become the example. You're going to glow up. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. I'm going to ask you, what's up? What's going on? And you're going to be like, you know what? I'm prioritizing myself. I'm doing the things that really make me the person that I am today, you know? So in the near future, I do strongly feel like here that I just heard my phone notification. I thought I'd turn it off, but there is a message notification that I just heard. For some of you, might be receiving a notification. For a lot of you, I am strongly getting that you and this person are going to be able to overcome the fears and the doubts that came from the past, okay? Because the Moon is here in the near future. Like I said, ever since this full moon that happened, there might have been a lot more. You may feel this person's energy around you, or you may see them in your dreams. So there is definitely a very strong association of you seeing this person, okay, and feeling something is going to happen. But there's also a lot of fears and doubts, and that is something that's going to be overcome. One final thing here with the temperance. You see this temperance here is showing like pouring from one cup to another. That's an alchemical process. That means alchemizing and changing this situation into something better, right? Bringing these polarities together and being patient and wanting to work it out. Now, let's get the advice here. And what you don't see coming is the death card here. This is all happening during Scorpio season. It's a very transformative energy. And, you know, Scorpio, Mercury retrograde is going to go like right into Scorpio season when we enter into Sagittarius season, because it's going back, right? So, retrograding. Let's get the advice for you, dear Taurus, and see what is it that you need to know. Okay, so you do have the Nine of Swords here. You might be kind of like really contemplating, right? Because this is your challenge with the Eight of Cups. Should I stay? Should I not stay? What should I do in this situation? What is the best course of action? But your biggest piece of advice here is the Four of Swords, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. You are going to be able to see the healing journey that you have been going through. You're going to be able to connect the dots. And the King of Swords here is, again, someone here is facing the reality that they need to do some inner work and inner healing as well. This is about also being very honest and very straightforward and clear about the fact that you are going to be solidifying one more time. This is what I want. I want family. If you want kids, if you want to settle down, right? I want to do a lot of things together. But only when you have done the inner work within yourself with the Four of Swords and are able to really connect with me and, you know, not be in and out of my life and on and off and be very consistent. Otherwise, you do know that, you know, you could disconnect and walk away. Okay, so it's almost like you're going to be giving this person an ultimatum. So this is the advice for you, dear Taurus. And finally, I'm going to choose two prompts that you're going to discuss with your person from this deck. One of them, I'm going to choose one random, okay? And I'm going to choose one life, okay? And we're going to see what are the important prompts that you can discuss. This is for the mid-monthly that I'm only doing. So, okay, so the question you can discuss with your person is, it says, what are the top three qualities you admire about me? What are the top three qualities that you admire about me? If I were to answer this question in general for me, the top three qualities that I would admire for a Taurus, about a Taurus, would be Tauruses are super loyal. I love the loyalty. They're super physical. They're very affectionate, cuddly, and all of that. And they also cook the best food, know the best food, and they're so yummy. That's what I would say. You can share your top three about me if you want. Now, life. So the question here is, how important are anniversaries, birthdays, and holidays to you? Describe if and how you'd like to celebrate, right? So this is about more so what can we do for our next holiday when you guys get together, whatever the next holiday is going to be, whatever you choose to celebrate or not, and move forward towards the direction. Because the holiday season is about joy and the spirit and bringing people together and wanting to kind of have that energy, right? That connectedness. So it's a good question. It's a good prompt. Now, this is what I had for you, dear Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. I love you too. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.